Hello friends, this is Coltron back with Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. We're here in the Great Work. There's a bunch of side quests I want to check out, so let's do that. Arcosodore Youth. High hopes for the Hatchery. The Arcosodore Youth seems to be trying to catch your attention. Are you an adventurer by chance? If you're looking for work, I could use help sorting out what's left of the Hatchery. That's right, the Hatchery burned down. Or, I don't know if it burned down, but it was destroyed in somehow by the Tower of Zot. You'll come then? Good. Yes, it's just a little ways north of here. Okay. Though first, I want to check out this new fate here. Of Claws and Gall, the Giant Skull grounds are being assailed by a pack of ravening ink claws that migrated from Vanaspati. Let them know they're less than welcome here. Okay, so the little mine area is under attack from, what do they call these, ink claws? I guess just because they're black scorpion things. Okay. Got to the ruins of the Hamsa Hatchery. How can I help you, Arcosodore Youth? Look at this place. It's a shame what they did to it, those villains from the tower. I wish you could have seen the hatchery before this all happened. Until only very recently it was busy as you please, selling meat, eggs, and poison. Oh, poison extracts still. From Hamsa? Okay. Poison extracts to eager merchants from across Thavnair and beyond. But lamenting, the facts won't undo what's done, will it? Let's get to work. Your task will be to sprinkle the nests with this pungent solution, which should keep the wildlife from making their lairs in the ruins. Most creatures won't come within 10 yalms of it, but the Hamsa don't seem to mind the smell. And although we should probably clear away those old nests while we're at it, I want the birds to have a familiar sight to come back to. One day. Anyway, you get on with the sprinkling and I'll start shifting the rubble. Good kid. Pungent solution. The smell of this liquid is said to repel wild creatures, ineffective against Hamsa and adventurers. I'm glad it will be ineffective against me. You find a large egg in one of the nests. Even covered with the stink of the solution, it may prove too tempting for any nearby predator. It might be safest to hand the egg to the Arcosodore Youth. Surprised that one of the eggs was able to survive the destruction. I got some good news, Arcosodore Youth. That's right, a cat is in the mood to yell. All done? Oh, what's that you have there? It's a Hamsa egg, a large and apparently freshly laid Hamsa egg. Okay, so it may not have even been... It sounds like it wasn't even before the... It's not like it survived the destruction. It sounds like a Hamsa came over here afterwards. You found a Hamsa egg. One of them must have found her way back here to lay it. Whether the mother can return to hatch it, however, is another story. I realize we've only just begun cleaning up here, but I think it's best I get this egg back safely to the Great Work. Hopefully this will be like... This is a good sign. This is a sign of hope after destruction, of rebirth. Arcosodore Youth. Sorry to have you running back and forth, but this is very important to me. While I'm grateful to the alchemists for letting me work here, my true passion was to raise birds at the hatchery. And after the incident, I didn't think there was much I could do aside from tidying up the mess. As soon as you handed me that egg, however, I felt hopeful again. Where there is new life, there are new beginnings, and the Hamsa Hatchery deserves to rise again. It isn't much, but please take this in exchange for the gift you've given me. Yeah, no, I'm glad there's hope for the hatchery, that you'll be able to be a true lifetime birder. Okay, Reen Sarud. I'm assuming, by the way, because these quests all popped up after the hatchery, that they're all somehow tied to the hatchery. And the presence of this majestic Hamsa is only confirming that for me. Reen Sarud. Reen Sarud appears utterly distraught. Hamsa Retrieval. Oh, Hum-Hum, where could she be? Oh no, we gotta find Hum-Hum. Please, you must help me. She's gone. My darling Hum-Hum has wandered off. Hum is the name of my Hamsa. You're not familiar with the word? It's a species of cloudkin, closely related to the Eorzean dodo. No, I'm very familiar with the Hamsa. They're not exactly swift on their feet, so you'd expect she'd be easy to catch, and yet I can't seem to find her anywhere. What if she falls into the sea? What if some roaming predator tries to make a meal of her? I can't bear the thought of it. I'll keep scouring the immediate area, but I'd be most grateful if you could search the wilds to the north of here. Oh, my poor Hum. I will find Hum. If Zodiark is in the way, I will kill Zodiark to save Hum. Here we are. The Hamsa tracks have led us westward, and we found a wayward Hamsa, under attack by some chamroshes, which are like the birds at the start of the cheese dungeon. Brief locks, long stop. No problem, though. We will protect this. We will protect this little Hamsa, even as we tank badly and let it get hit by an AoE, I think. We got you, friend. Look at that beautiful eye. That beautiful beak. That puffy little chest. Hum appears to be unhurt and wholly unfazed by her little adventure. Return the wayward Hamsa to Rin-Saruth. Let's go. Guess who I found? Ooh, someone else. Right then, I'm off to the High Crucible. Give my regards to everyone there, won't you? The Hamsas can fly. Rin-Saruth. Oh, I do hope nothing awful has befallen her. Oh, right, this guy's a deeper voice. I do hope nothing awful has befallen her. We got you. Wayward Hamsa, we put it in a bag, I guess. The Hamsa accepts its capture without so much as a chirp of protest, its eyes vacant and trusting. Oh! Hum, you found her! I'm honestly surprised she made it that far north. Was she trying to return to the Hatchery, I wonder? She probably was. That's actually a good point. You may have noticed some ruined buildings up there. Those are the remains of the Hamsa Hatchery, a place of great cultural and historical significance. Until its recent destruction, it seemed an indelible landmark. They were able to relocate some of the breeding birds to stables within the city proper, but many, like my precious Hum, simply scattered across the countryside. One day, when things have settled down and the hatchery is rebuilt, I hope to return these wayward chicks to their former owner. I shall be sad. I really hope that, I think this is unlikely, but you know how each expansion has, a rebuilding? There was the Doman Enclave, there was Idleshire. I hope that the Hamsa Hatchery is the place we rebuild, where we just, pet chickens and stuff. I shall be sad to see them go. While we have the Hamsa here, however, we can harvest their poison glands for use in various alchemical mixtures, not to mention their placid and entirely agreeable company. I guess that's why they probably have poison glands, is because if they're super friendly, then they have to have something to ward off predators. Here, this is for bringing Hum back safe and sound. Be sure to pay her a visit once her old home has been restored to its former glory. I will visit Hum often. We've saved Hum bum. Apasa. Cutting-edge solutions. Apasa regards you with mild annoyance. I'm guessing cutting-edge solutions is going to be a pun, that this is going to be some kind of chemical solution. Are you just going to stand there and watch me work? I'm really quite busy, you know. Here, make yourself useful and distribute this coding agent amongst the quarriers at Giant Skull Grounds. Oh. Well, that was abrupt of you. I don't like you. This is my favorite part of the piece. I really am digging this zone music. It's really grown on. At first, it was kind of in the background for me, but it's really grown on me, like something I actively look forward to. All right, soft-hearted stonecutter. Greetings, stranger. Oh, it's a kid. Coding agent. Prepared by the great work alchemists, this oil can be used to reinforce the points and edges of stone-cutting tools. Oh, super useful. You've brought our coding agent. The alchemists must be up to their necks in it if they're asking outsiders to run their errands. They usually prefer to make such deliveries in person. Yeah, I guess they are pretty busy. I can't blame the person too much for their brusqueness. Are they eating? I'll wager they're not eating. Maybe I should cook a pot of something and pay them a visit. This is a really nice community they've got going on here. Sinewy stonecutter. Who are you, then? I got your coating agent. It'll make your coat nice and shiny. Ah, our magic alchemy oil. If we don't coat our tools with this stuff from time to time, they won't so much as scratch the giant skull. It'll be like mining rock with a wooden spoon. The durability is what makes it worth quarrying, though, and it's a fine ethereal conductor to boot. You even need material like that, you know where to find us. You ever need material like that, you know where to find us. Yeah, that sounds like... I'm pretty sure there's like a Dark Souls 3 challenge where you beat the game with a wooden spoon. I don't think they need the extra challenge here, though, in Giant Skull. The Giant Skull Quarry. Sunny Stonecutter. Come to see the Master Quarriers at work, have you? I have not, but I wouldn't mind it. Oh, my mistake. Seems you were here on a job of your own, and an important one at that. Without a steady supply of coating oil, things around here would grind to a halt. Giant Skull is one of Thavnair's most sought-after resources, and we don't want to be caught low on stock when the trading ships start leaving port again. I like that everyone in this area is... There's a real optimism here. Like, sure, they got, like, the Tower of Zot looming and having shattered their economy, but they're all, like, preparing for the future. The Hamsa Hatchery people are, like, looking forward to... they're looking forward to and preparing for when the hatchery is going to be rebuilt. The stonecutter here is excited for when the trade starts again. They're really upbeat. I did as you requested, Apasa. You again. I thank you for delivering those goods. Yeah, you're just under a lot of pressure. It's okay. We have a relationship with the Quarriers which stretches back for generations, and an abiding respect for the difficulties we each face. As such, I'm glad your timely delivery prevented any undue loss of labor. One day soon, I'd like to sit down and share a drink with our stone-cutting friends. Please take your payment and leave me to my work. As I said, I'm really quite busy. No, understandable. Totally understandable. I'm okay with you now. Kusuma. Rushing up that hill. Kusuma seems hesitant to address you. Is she going to be... No, I don't know. I don't know why she's hesitant to address me. Excuse me, explorer, adventuring person? Normally I wouldn't dream of bothering you, but this hardly seems the time to overburden the valiant soldiers of the Radiant Host. I just need a simple ingredient to further my research. The complicated part is harvesting said ingredient without being, well, murdered by the local wildlife. Would you be so kind as to venture into the hills and fetch me some bark shavings from the trees which grow there? Here, I'll lend you my special bark stripping knife. Absolutely, I will help you. The Matanga are my favorite beast tribe in the game. Like, they beat the pixies out. They beat the pixies out. Look at them. I just want to snuggle them. I want to snuggle you. This is the tree we need to strip down. What kind of tree is this? Just hillside tree. Oh, wait. Giant Skull knife. A razor-sharp blade that carved from Giant Skull. Yeah, so this is, again, just what we got from... What they got, I guess, carved from the material from the Giant Skull quarry. Okay, let's strip this tree down. And we're set. I got you a present, Kusuma. Ah, you're back. Have you brought the bark and my knife? I have. I wouldn't steal your knife. Bark shavings. A small pile of bark shaved from a hillside tree. Yes, this smells absolutely wonderful. I can already imagine the fragrance when I craft the next batch of incense. I'm studying various methods for enhancing the effects of incense, you see. specifically the scents which promote calm and tranquility. And with everything that's been happening, well, we could all do with a dose of calm and tranquility, couldn't we? I recommend garlic flavor. Garlic scents always relax me. Life can be trying at the best of times, and I'm hoping my research will help people endure the worst of them. Thank you kindly for your assistance. You are very welcome, Kasuma. And now I think I know what time it is. It's time to continue with this main story, tipping the scale. I just want to be extra clear on this. The reason I'm hesitant, or I was sounding tentative about getting to this quest, continuing with this main story quest, isn't because I'm not liking the main story, not at all. It's because I don't want Nidhana to get hurt. And I'm worried about her. Radiant Soldier. The Satrap has granted you the use of this boat. May it serve you well. Thank you. I hope it serves me well too. Nidhana. This is a rather fine boat I had expected, but I won't rather finer boat than I had expected, but I won't complain. You deserve all the luxuries in the world, Nidhana. All that remains is to board and be on our way. Oh, and if I should become corrupted, do not stay your hand. Of course, I pray it does not come to that, but you must protect yourself. Other alchemists can fulfill my role, but you and your blessing are one of a kind, and perhaps our only hope for toppling this tower. For all our sakes, do not hesitate to do what must be done, whatever that may be. I will die rather than hurt, at least rather than kill you. I'm sure I might have to hurt you, but it won't be you. I'm going to be hurting the tower's possession of you. Well, the longer I draw this out, the more nervous I become. Let's be off. Head to the Tower of Zot with Nidhana. Yes, let's do it. Oh, God. Do not hurt Nidhana. Do not hurt her. You are one of a kind, too.
We should soon cross the threshold of the tower's influence.
So is it just a proximity thing? Do you have to just hold the amulet to be protected, presumably? I guess you can activate it in some way.
It's working. And you are still yourself? Then I'd like to see how it fares closer to the tower if we could.
Oh God, okay, fine. I'm having a crown put in this afternoon. You know, needles and Novocaine and all that, and it's fine. I'm just nervous, and this is like the same sort of feeling. Like we're approaching the Eorzean dentist's office right now.
So far, so good. The scale's protection appears to be holding. If we can just make it to the tower's entrance.
Come on. I'm way more invested in this than I should be, but like I really want her to be okay. No, is it flickering? Is that a bad sign, or is that the sign it's working? It seems like it's pulsing off.
A few more steps.
Oh God.
Praise be to the sisters.
Oh,
we
okay.
made it. And the scale has proven itself to be everything we hoped it would be.
Your smile is delightful.
Now we can focus on production. Once we've equipped and returned with an entire survey team, this menace will soon give up its secrets.
Okay. Alright, excellent. This was like a bait. This whole thing was a bait.
What?
Oh shit, no, it was not a bait. Fuck. But it's not like she's being tempered. It's just being kidnapped. So we know it works. It's just the security force got her or whatever. Okay, at least she's not tempered. I mean, she's kidnapped, and that's pretty rough. Is this the area where Fandaniel was sitting before? No, I don't. We're in the trailer. I didn't think so. I thought he was in. I had assumed that was in Garlemald, because he was. But maybe there's another tower there that's like this. I had no idea these towers were this big. Oh God, walls of Matanga. fucking Fandaniel.
Oh, let me go. Oh, let me go. Oh.
Oh, do calm down. You'll only hurt yourself thrashing about like that.
So this is the Asahi voice actor again. So there's a couple of voice actors for Fandaniel.
Stop. Oh, you can't do this. Please.
Is she just gonna get melded into the thing? Oh, fuck, he made her drop the amulet. Okay. No. Nidhana.
A little late for heroics, I'm afraid.
It's not. It's not too late.
The similarities are striking.
Is he talking about the similarities to those what do you call it? The ancient council crystals?
My, such hostility. Never before has my artistry so displeased.
Trust me, it has displeased before.
My patrons of old would have positively squealed in delight, though, between you and me, I find gushing praise exhausting.
Interesting. His patrons of old. So Fandaniel was. It sounds like Fandaniel was an artist. That makes sense given how theatrical he is. Patrons of old. Like that was probably his role. Was like an entertainer or artist of some kind. Just the casual toss.
Allow me to tell you a story. Surely you've yet to hear the one about Fandaniel, the sundered Asian.
It's true, I have yet to hear that one.
I inherited the position and the soul of the Fandaniel who sat on the convocation in the time of the final days, theoretically speaking.
Wait. So, I didn't know that Fandaniel was a convocation member. Theoretically speaking, also I don't know what that means.
Practically speaking, that fact is of no consequence. I was born and lived as, well, me. Eventually, I was recruited into the Asians and imbued with the former Fandaniel's knowledge and memories, but I never felt that they were truly a part of who I am.
So maybe that is the other voice that we heard from him. Maybe that was like the old Fandaniel's voice.
How to explain? Perhaps if I told you who I was before my Asian embrace, although that chapter too is a past I've long since discarded.
That part surprises me. I assumed from that this was leading to him saying that, like, screw the Asians, the person who I was before that is who I really am. But no. So who is he? Like, who does he see himself as?
You've poked your nose into an Allegan ruin or two. Yes?
Yes.
Then I expect you've heard of me. The old me.
Amon, at your service.
Amon. Okay. Again, I wasn't paying nearly as close attention to lore stuff as I am now. Even now I'm going to forget everything, but, like, the name isn't familiar to me.
Imagine a nation of unbridled prosperity. Every need met, day after day of unbroken, unshakable peace. Existence fulfilled and ripe for decay.
So he's like, that utopia was, like, super boring.
You are a genius without peer, Amon. However do you conceive of such delightful experiments?
He was an Allegan. So he came to the party super late. Okay, I didn't think it was that late.
Was beside himself with panic when he awoke with the head of a bull. Even his cries for help emerged as so much guttural lowing.
Holy shit. So, okay, so Amon was Amon slash Fandaniel was always a monster then. Okay.
The memory of it. My poor sides. My friends and I were so consumed by laughter we struggled to breathe.
Yeah, so this is the guy who's like, I'm going to kidnap 7 hostages and, like, mutilate them because it's my art. My art demands it. And because it's... I don't... Well, guys, this is...
More than entertainment for bored wastrels ignorant of its worth. My all-consuming work. But it was not their only indulgence. For they were ever hungry for stimulation, slaves to the slightest hint that amusement was afoot. Our nation was ailing, but I would see the poison purged. I resurrected a legend.
Huh.
Our first and greatest emperor.
Oh, Amon, the guy at the top of the Crystal Tower. That Amon. Or, wait. Was that Amon, or was...
Just as I had planned, he set our wayward empire back on the path of conquest.
No, Amon was the theatrical guy.
Carried us onwards. Always onwards.
The opera boss.
He who delivered to us such glory was not to be satisfied.
That's a callback I didn't expect.
Me, Amon.
Yeah, Amon's the guy with the cool hat. Oh my god. I wasn't even thinking of this. I wasn't even thinking of Zandy and Amon. Wow. Wow, that's a deep reach back.
No matter how vast one's empire, or full one's treasure vault, all is rendered meaningless by death. In the end, all is lost.
So they're in the Elegant Research Facility right now in Azizla, right?
You know as well as I that the Emperor stands to lose this war, and so I have come to claim you. For while your methods leave something to be desired, we cannot deny the results of your work.
First of all, it's really good to see Emmett Selk again. I missed you. I mean, I missed you. We've heard your voice this expansion, but, you know, I missed you still. I'm just, sorry, my mind is like racing about this whole Amon thing. So when we do the Crystal Tower raids, are we fighting Fandaniel? Or are we fighting a version of Fandaniel, like an echo of Fandaniel? How is... Because that wasn't that long ago. Was he an Ascian then? But no, he was... I'm sure they're going to answer this, or I'm sure there is an answer that's already there that I'm missing, but that's what I'm trying to wrap my head around. Also, he said he wanted to purge the poison, so he wasn't just nihilistic. He had some kind of aspirations beyond... I guess the aspiration was to free them from just the desire to just be amused, which he saw as somehow lesser or beneath an empire.
And as fortune would have it, the seat of Fandaniel, your rightful seat, lies vacant and waiting. Take your place amongst your peers, rather than die a pointless death amidst the ashes of your doomed nation. Send one of your clones to the Crystal Tower that you might see for yourself.
Oh, well, there we go. And of course, yeah, that makes sense. That answers my question.
See what lies ahead.
The fall of the Empire affirmed the truth. Majestic and tragic, as the Emperor foresaw. Scheme as you like, build as you will, nothing endures. What is life? But a brief jaunt, ending in emptiness.
I'm surprised that Emmett Selk didn't end up taking on that sort of nihilism, given his sheer length, his sheer endurance. Kind of makes me admire Emmett Selk all the more for his persistence. Yeah, that's the downside of those echo headaches. Is
so easily distracted. Why, I almost left without saying farewell. As for your friend, you needn't worry. These pawns are far more useful to me alive as fuel for the primals.
Yeah, but that's not like my only. It's not like my only worry was that she was going to die. My worry was also that she's going to be tortured and mind controlled, like this.
If you attempt to pull them free, they will die. So, enjoy tackling that conundrum with your comrades. We shall meet again. Not in one of these minor spires, oh no, but somewhere more suitably grandiose. Your favorite playmate is ever so eager to see you.
Oh, Xenos. Okay, I was wondering, like, is he calling himself my? No, that's Xenos. 100% Xenos. I want Matsuya to join this party as like the tank. Or just even the fisherman. Like, when we do the Tower of Zot as, like, a dungeon, Matsuya can join as the fisherman. He could just, like, stay in the back of us and just, like, I don't know, hook bad guys. I don't know what he would do as a fisherman, but he should help. Okay. Radiant Soldier. Speak with the Radiant Soldier. Radiant Host Soldier. But you are returned, but... Where's Mistress Nidhana? Yeah, an asshole got her. Manusya Preserve, just when we had succeeded in making the talisman. Was that your only prototype? Like, don't you have more? I must report this at once. But meanwhile, please return to the great work. Thancred. Something's gone awry, hasn't it? What happened? Yeah, a jerkface kidnapped her. So it was Fandaniel after all. Damn that bastard. I'm sure you wanted to do more, but you were right to return here first. We must tread warily, lest we endanger Nidhana and the other captives. Agreed. Yeah, I agree. So, I thought this would immediately go into the next quest as being, the Tower of Zot, like let's charge, but it looks like that's not the case. Okay. Next quest is the Satrap of Razat Han, but we're gonna... Wait, is the kid the Satrap? No, we're going to deal with that next time. That's going to be... Yeah, so I'm going to wrap it up for here. Thank you for watching. Yeah, next time we will hopefully punch Fandaniel and rescue Nidhana. Alright, see you later. Bye-bye.